couldn't control it with his left hand. Had too much momentum going forward towards the line on the slippery ground to be able to stop. Roberts. Bit of nothing football there. Bartlett. That'll be a ball up. Stewart. Dempsey. McGee too high. Play on. Sheedy, clever, skillful to McGee of Richmond. Carter got the call and did it well to Jackson. Bounce is bad. Rex Hunt. Must have been for kicking in danger. He's not so far out that he couldn't score from here with a good kick, Rex Hunt. About 50 metres. Right to the kick-off lines. Welsh and Dempsey colliding. Merrington getting them out of trouble for the moment. Bartlett has his eye on it. Puts it on the ground quickly. Puts it up in the air. Out on the full. Bartlett hurt after that tumble he took after kicking the ball. Holding his arm rather ruefully, massaging his forearm. Everybody up and nobody down. Hart to Bartlett. Bartlett high in the air. Wood caught off the ground by Power. And the spinning top. Ian Stewart. Holding the ball. That's what the crowd said. The umpire Sutcliffe said it was holding the man. Ian Stewart. Not beyond him the distance. Dempsey. Royce Hart free kick. Royce Hart's second goal. And we're coming up to the 14-minute mark. Richmond a 9-16. 70 points, a 7-point lead over Footscray, who are 9-9-63. 7 points the difference. 14 minutes gone. Richmond leading. Salmon now in ruck for Footscray, giving them a little bit of a drive. Stoneham can't find a handle on it, but he does. Gives it back to Salmon. Salmon high in the air. Footscray a chance here by Rasmussen. But there's McGee, one of the best men on the ground today, playing against his old club and playing his 50th game too, Robert McGee. Sheedy sends out. Wood takes the mark. Hart, not that time. Collins to Steele. Steele forward to Robert Rose. Opens up the goals. Left foot to the square. Footscray's mark. Big Gary Dempsey. One point the difference as Dempsey notches his first. Footscray 10-9-69, Richmond 9-16-70. 1 point the difference. It's quite a battle. Wilkins did not have the ball. Short pass by Wilkins finds Gingell. Gingell in turn finds McGee. McGee to Salmon. Salmon goes bang with a long one but squares it up and Steele is there. Collins giving him plenty of advice, as too is Stoneham. Loses his footing on the ground. Fowler clears to Clay. Clay decides to have a bounce. Luckily Bartlett's there to gather. Big Salmon. Not the best hand pass you ever saw. Oh, in danger. Stephen Ray it was who put his boot to the ball, and Royce Hart, for about the fourth time today, kicked it further afield without a penalty being applied. Bob Rose. Two centre-half forward for Footscray. Puts Richmond mark. Keane, he'll have to go back and play over the mark. He doesn't, he decides to handball, so he'll have to go back and play over the mark, which is what I said previously. So he goes for the hand pass again. Why Fowler wasn't covered, only Footscray will know. Quinlan. Out short. McGee. Stoneham. Clever. Gingell to Salmon. Collins. Rasmussen taking that kick. Long one it is too. Dempsey over the back. Yes, it's good enough. Dempsey could put Footscray in front. Coming up to the 19-minute mark. He has. That's his second goal. Within 3.5 minutes. Footscray are 11 goals, 9-75. And Richmond 9-16-70. Footscray leading by 5 points. Salmon loses the run of it. Play on. Wood. Up to Baum and Welsh. They all miss it. Baum's head taken off. Free kick to Neil Baum. Neil Baum has mended his ways because in the first 3 quarters he was definitely a bad lad and getting on the wrong side of umpire Sutcliffe. He kicks for goal and it's out on the full. Casey to take the free kick. Footscray by 5 points at the moment. Rex Hunt. He doesn't waste any time. He gets it back into that scoring zone. Oh, great mark. Royce Hart's hurt on the ground. Bernie Quinlan's got the ball. He's hurt too. Umpire Sutcliffe speaking to Casey. I don't know why. Quinlan hobbling. Goes for the short one. It comes off to Adrian Gallagher. Now he's going to have it. Must be close to 30th kick. Nobody can grasp that one. Rex Hunt has it stolen by Ivan Rasmussen. Gets it back again. McGee for Footscray. Nalda for Richmond. Gallagher's had 26 kicks, incidentally. Nalda's kick. Salmon can't mark. Hold it. McGee to Gallagher for number 27. Gallagher sends it long. The charging Richard Clay puts Richmond back into attack temporarily. Wilkins, clever. And they mess it up. Here's Fowler. Sees Sheedy out on his own. Nobody within a bull's roar of Kevin Sheedy. But it wasn't the greatest pass. It was meant for Bartlett. Now Stoneham had nowhere to go and no one to kick it to. Looks for Dempsey. But that's not Dempsey's mark. That's Bill Nalda who's got the ball for Richmond. Salmon is behind Roberts, and Roberts holds the mark. To Bartlett. Bartlett to Stewart. It hasn't been one of Stewie's great days today. He and Alan Stoneham have had a great duel in the centre. And although Stewart's done many useful things, so has Stoneham. So you'd have to say it was pretty even. Which is a great tick of credit for young Stoneham from Footscray. That's a good kick. Right to the kick-off lines. Richmond holding the mark. There he is. The Richmond captain. He's going to put the Tigers back in front. Royce Hart has two, about to kick number 3. Richmond by 1 point. .23 minutes now gone. 10-16-76. Richmond, Footscray, 11-9-75. At quarter time, Richmond led by 10 points. At half time, Footscray by 1 point. At three-quarter time, it was level pegging. Free kick in the middle. Centre violation, too many men in the centre. Diamond area, and Salmon is taking the free kick. Footscray into attack again. Who are they looking for? Dempsey. He's not in that marking exchange. Robert McGee, been a great defender today, playing his 50th game of league football, playing against his old team. Rex Hunt, strength, and off the ground. Richmond into attack. Palm leading in the race to the ball. Breaks the tackle. Royce Hart. Peter Welsh gets his kick. Gallagher and Hunt. Ian Salmon for Footscray. The Dogs going forward again, but here's McGee once more. He had so many kicks in the first quarter that you'd have thought he'd paid the Footscray players to stay away from him. But that's not a good kick. Bob Rose, Jr., to Stewie McGee, his last game for Footscray today. Been a great player for them. Dempsey, over the back, Footscray, the chance. Desperate, but it just beat him across the line. There's the board. Richmond by 1 point. 25 minutes gone. We're playing extra time, and not one quarter in this game has gone beyond 30 minutes. So it's pretty close. Melder for Richmond. Wood, a fine mark to Fowler. Quinlan. Not his usual long one, but it's the Steele. Steele has the mark. I think the range might be a bit too much for Steele, but Roberts is going back, the big tall man for Richmond, going right back to the goal line. Could be Footscray's last chance here. Steele, he's got air. It's a behind and the score's a level. Level again at the 25 3/4 minute mark. Play must go straight up the centre. It's not a good kick. Jackson's in front. Richmond have the run of the ball. Footscray through Dell to Salmon. Through everybody's legs. And that'll be a ball up at centre half forward for Footscray. Salmon coming down to ruck. Richmond going forward. Dell for Footscray. The half-back flanker, just wide of centre half forward. Picks the Bulldogs forward again. Looks for Dempsey. Play on. Play. Clears it away once more. Stewie McGee leads in the race to the ball, but it's across the line and out of bounds, and the score's still level. 76 points apiece. The fans are booing. I don't know what for. Umpire John Sutcliffe has hardly made a mistake. A very good exhibition of umpiring today. Rose gives it to Gallagher. Gallagher, and there's Gingell within scoring distance, and this one could just about seal it. 27 minutes gone. Gingell lining it up 40 metres away. Kicks and kicks inaccurately. Footscray lead by 1 point. (11-11, 77. Play straight up the centre once again. That's a better kick. He's looking for the big fellows. Salmon is up there. He's hurt himself as he came down. Ian Salmon, who started at centre half forward, where he was soundly thrashed by McGee, his former teammate, centre half back for Richmond. But since being given a run on the ball in the last quarter, he's definitely improved. Up they go. No mark. Dempsey out on the full. Well, a goal to Footscray would have sealed it then. Play. There's to that lead once again. Salmon again bursts the pack open. Stoneham. Gallagher up in the air, looks for Dempsey again, but it's out for throw-in. Richmond defending desperately. Footscray clinging to a 1 point lead. Only seconds left. Dempsey in ruck. Bounce. And it's Clay guarding the goals again brilliantly. Another Footscray chance. Bob Rose Jr. Footscray have packed the forward line. And Rose is going back, taking plenty of time. Coming up to 29 minutes. Can Footscray pull off the big scoop? They beat Carlton last week. Carlton a third. Richmond lying second. If they beat them, it'll be two big scalps. Rose kicks into the kickoff lines. There it is! Footscray have won. Two big scalps in a row to the Bulldogs. Carlton 1 week, Richmond the next. Both premiership contenders. And Footscray finished the season in a blaze of glory. 11-11, 77. Richmond 10-16, 76. It's mothballs for the Bulldogs. And next Saturday, Richmond play Carlton here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in the qualifying semi-final.